Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakadash. Double honors to all the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to all the Akim and Alkoff tuning in and listening. This is Daniel Agath from the Great Millstone Chicago camp. And this is a response video to a video I came across how, these Edomite Christians, trying to so-called confound, Israelites, but, really like the Bible identifies who Esau is and who Jacob is. And then another thing that I noticed, Esau wants to be everything but Esau because he understands that the judgment is written for Esau, He understands this, so he's basically running from judgment. And also he understands that our people are waking up because a lot of these Christians, they didn't start getting into the scriptures until they saw the men on the Lord on the highways and byways preaching the word, man, repenting. That Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. I'm going to get that later on, but it's a point that I'm trying to get at. These Christians understand that our people are waking up. That's why all this bucking up Esau is doing. All this, because why? Because we're calling Esau out from the source. So Esau is basically running from judgment, and the Bible condemns Esau. So and they know this, and they trying to run from judgment. But we're gonna, this is basics. We're gonna start at the beginning in Genesis, who Jacob and Esau is. All right, this is Genesis 25, verse 21. And Isaac entreated Yahweh, his wife, because she was barren, and Yahweh was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh, and Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in the womb, and 2 matter of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger. Okay? 2 nations of people. Because the main story of the Bible is Jacob and Esau, man. All these other nations are just background characters. The main characters is Jacob and Esau. Okay? And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. The first came out red like a hairy garment, and the other, all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. And what I was getting at, Esau came out red, all over like a hairy garment. But you notice, but when Jacob was born, they didn't come out. They didn't describe what Jacob looked like when he was born, because he was normal. They made a distinction about Esau. Esau came out red. Okay? And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. And that's who Esau is. Ain't Esau a cunning hunter? Always dwelling in the woods, outdoors, just doing all type of shit. Hunting. And what Jacob is known for. Let's get the definition of that. I meant to be in the blue letter. Let's go back to the blue letter. Genesis 25 and 25. Let's get that word red out the blue letter. Oh, wow. I accidentally clicked on the word Esau. Let's look up Esau in the blue letter. Esau, eldest son of Isaac and Rebekah, twin brother of Jacob, sold the birthright for food when he was hungry, and the divine blessing went to Jacob. I mean, that describes who the fuck Esau is. Well, let's get read. Let's get read.
Strong's H132. Admoni.
But really, it's really
Admoni.
Adawam. Red, ready, of Esau. Ready. Okay. And let's get Jacob. I'm curious what Jacob stands for in the blue letter. Oh, here we go right here. Jacob, Yaquab, Jacob, heel holder or supplanter, son of Isaac, grandson of Abraham, and father of the 12 patriarchs of the 12 tribes of Israel. So Jacob is an Israelite, man. That 12 tribes of Israel. He's the supplanter. That's beautiful. All right? This is verse 28. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. And Jacob sought pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with the same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me? And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he swore unto him. He sold his birthright unto Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up when he went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. So Esau gave up his birthright, that blessing. Esau gave up his blessing, man. And to this day, you see these Edomites so-called trying to get it back, but it's like you can't get it back. And before I move on, let me get this one. Proverbs 20 and 24. Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? So it was already, the Lord controls it anyway. The Lord already set it up for Esau to sell his birthright. It was already ordained for Jacob to receive it. So let's go to because Esau really just trying to run from judgment, man. And it's a sorry ass attempt. Because the scriptures describe who you are, man. All right? So let's go to... All right, let's go... I'm going to go to Hebrews. Hebrews chapter 12 and 16. Okay, Hebrews 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. So Esau was already rejected from the beginning, And so these sorry ass attempts, but it's not going to work because you was already rejected from the foundation, from the beginning. So it's nothing that you can do now to even receive it, And and then these Christians, they see us waking up. They see the true people of the Lord, the real Israelites waking up and actually coming back to our heritage, calling on the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And that's putting fear in Esau. That's putting fear in Esau, man, because we calling Esau out. In that video, even, I don't know who that Jake was, but obviously he knew he was an Israelite. He knew who you were. He knew who Esau is. So, let's go over here to Baruch 2 and 30. This is Baruch chapter 2 and 30. For I knew that they will not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. In their lands of their captivity, they should remember themselves. You know? And shall know that I am the Lord their God, for I will give them a heart to hear and ears to hear. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the ways of their fathers which sinned before the Lord. And that's what's going on right now. You know, these Christians, they were okay with us being in derision. They was okay with us living in sin. I mean, 2/3 of our people are still going off, but the remnant, shit, that's more than enough. That's enough for Esau to realize that, okay, our people are waking up. You know, Esau spent billions of dollars for us not to know the name of the Lord, for us not to come back into our heritage. And the average Christian, the average Edomite feels that. He sees that, because he also knows when we praising him, he knows that his kingdom is over with. The jig is up. Okay? So I'm going to get that First Thessalonians. So I hear it. Just this app just be tweaking. Nah, I got it. Fuck that. Here it goes. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposes and exalts himself above all, and that is called, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. And that's what this going on, man. Us waking up, realizing who we are, who the Lord is, who the children of the Lord are. By default, Esau gets exposed, you know? And that's what's going on. And that's what Esau is afraid of, man. And it's a judgment behind that, you know? It's a judgment for Esau, man. And Esau is running, really, this is a sorry attempt to run from judgment. Because in the video, he was claiming that he was Japhet. But how are you Japhet? Japhet don't control the earth, man. Japhet don't control the resources. Japhet didn't put us in captivity, man. You know what I'm saying? So Esau, he's trying to run from the Lord, man. And it's not working. Okay? I'm going to get this Wisdom of Solomon, then I'm going to jump back. Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as afflicted him, and made no accounts of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they've looked for. You know? Terrible fear, troubled with terrible fear, because our people are waking up. You know, they know, because he's being exposed. And they, repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had some time in derision, in a proverb of reproach. Let's look up that word derision. Let's look it up. derision, ridicule, mockery, subjection to ridicule, mockery, scorn. Basically, we was in a low state, you know, and they wasn't expecting us to rise out of this, you know. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometime in derision and a proverb of reproach. You know, and Esau is mad at that. Esau don't want that. He don't want our people, because when we're closer to the Lord, when we repent, the Lord will fight for us. The Lord deals with us. You know? Like in Judah, when we turn back to the Lord, let's get that. And then we're going to go back to Esau, man. We're going to get on Esau's ass, man. I'm going to get this Judah 5 and 10, and then we're going to go back to Esau, man. This is Judah chapter 5, verse 17. And whilst they sinned not before their God, they prospered, because the God they have hateth iniquity was with them. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs, and the temple of their God was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemy. And that's how we got here. By us departing from the Lord. That's how we wind up in Babylon. You know, the enemy ruling over us. But on the flip side, but now are they returned to their God, and are come up from the places where they were scattered, and have possessed Jerusalem with their sanctuary is, where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their God be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world. And that's what's going on now. We watching the Lord defend us, man. When we come back to the Lord, you know, the Lord is dealing with us. But when we turn our backs from the Lord, living in sin, the Lord is against us. The Lord allows us to be conquered. And that's why Esau invests so much money into putting our people in derision. You know, this nigger culture, black culture, all this destructive lifestyle that keep us separated from the Lord, because he knows that he's still able to rule over us. He still has the control when we are departed from the Lord. And this is all, and he knows that. Like, he might not know, he's a dumbass, but these Edomites in the spirit, they understand that. They okay with us being niggas. They okay with us with our pants hanging off our fucking ass, killing each other, shooting each other. But when you identify yourself as an Israelite, it's a problem. Why? Because there's power behind that. It's a problem when you're an Israelite, but you can be a nigga. Esau don't have a problem with that. All right, so let's go back to Esau, man. Because he still has a judgment, man. Esau has a judgment, man. I think it was in Amos. Salakia. Here we go, right here. Because Esau, you have a judgment, man. Thus said Yahweh, this is Amos 1 and 9. Thus said Yahweh, for 3 transgression of Tyrus, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they deliver up the whole captivity to Edom, and remember not the brotherly covenant. But I will send a fire on the wall of Tyrus, which shall devour the palaces thereof. Thus said Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. But I will send a fire upon Teman. Let's go back to that. Well, he said he pursued his brother with the sword. Also prove Esau is the brother, man. And Esau's blessing is, let me get that. Esau's blessing is the sword, man. Genesis 27. Let's go back to that. Genesis 27 and 38. And Esau said unto his father, Esau said unto his father, hast thou but only has one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Didn't they say that he sought it carefully with tears? You know, in Hebrews, Esau is a fucking crybaby, man. And Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by the sword thou shalt live, and shalt serve thy brother. It shall come to pass, when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob, because of the blessing whereof his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of my mourning for my father are at hand. Then I will slay my brother Jacob. And that anger still runs today, man. Let's go back to Amos 1. Amos 1 and 11. Thus said Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. But I will send a fire upon Teman, which shall devour the palaces of Basra. Didn't he say he had the fatness of the earth? So the Lord is going to cast down all this shit. All these kingdoms, these empires, all these little dwelling places Esau has, the Lord is going to destroy that shit. Thus said Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of the children of Ammon, and 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they have ripped up the women of child of Gilead, that they might enlarge their border. But I will kindle a fire in the wall of Rabbah, and it shall devour the palaces thereof with shouting in the day of battle, with a tempest in the day of whirlwind. And the king shall go into captivity, he and his princes together, saith Yahweh. Because we went into captivity. Esau put us in captivity. He fucked us up bad, man. He forwarded the affliction, even though we turned away from the Lord anyway. But Esau forward his affliction, forward our affliction. You know, and it's a judgment for that. Esau's going down, man. You know, Esau is going down. And this is all he's scratching and clawing. That's just a sorry attempt to escape judgment, man. And it's not going to happen, man. Because the Lord don't deal with Esau anyway. Romans 9 and 13. I'm going to start at Romans 11. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, the purpose of God according to the election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger, and it was written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. The Lord don't fuck with you, Esau, man. And you know who you are. You know, the Bible, the scriptures describe who you are, man. You know? And blue eyes with blonde hair. And let me get that real quick to identify you. right, this is Leviticus 13. Hold on. Leviticus 13. Leviticus 13 and 7. Well, I'm going to start at 6. Wait, hold on, because there's a lot in here. Okay. Okay. Leviticus 13 and 8. And if the priest see that, behold, the scab spreadeth in the skin, then the priest shall pronounce him unclean. It is a leprosy. When the plague of leprosy is in a man, then he shall be brought unto the priest, and the priest shall see him, and behold, if the rising be white in the skin, and have turned the hair white, and there be quick raw flesh in the rising, it is an old leprosy in the skin of the flesh, and the priest shall pronounce him unclean, and shall not shut him up, for he is unclean. But then Jacob is perfect, right? So it just proves that you're just you're profane, man. Esau, you're through. Blonde hair, that skin, you can see your blood through. You're through, man. You're leprosy. That's a plague of the Lord. So the Lord is not the Bible condemns Esau, man. And I'm gonna get this on Revelation 1 and 13. Revelation chapter 1 and 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlestick, one like the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to his foot, and girthed about the paps with the golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool, and white as snow, and his eyes were a flame of fire, and his feet like unto brass, a fine brass, as they burn in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. Tall, dark, and handsome, man. That's the Lord, man. Because he also was trying to say that the Lord wasn't a so-called Israelite, man. But the Lord was perfect. Why would the Lord come on the scene looking like yo red ass? Then ain't leprosy unclean? The Lord was perfect. So why would the Lord come on the scene unclean? So that doesn't make any sense. Esau is just a fucking clown, man. Hebrews 7 and 14. For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning the priesthood. So the Lord came from Judah. And you know who Judah is. Come on, man. So the Lord is an Israelite, man. The Lord is an Israelite. And Esau he just trying to run from judgment, man. It's just a sorry ass attempt, man. Every page in the Bible condemns Esau. The Lord is us. The Lord came from Judah, man. 12 tribes. So it's over with. Esau, it's over. These sorry attempts Esau tried to do, it's over with for Esau, man. This kingdom is done. Our people are waking up. And it's nothing left but for the destruction of this place, man. So I was just trying not to get mad, but you gotta keep our composure, So I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rakakadash. Double honors to all the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the Akim and Aqua tuning in and listening. And Shalom, Kwam Yasharala. And man, Esau is finished, man. Esau is finished. You know, Shalom, Kwam Yasharala. Well, in fact, I'm gonna just get one more scripture and I'm gonna end it off. Lamentation 4 and rejoice. Lamentation 4 and 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughters of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. And that's what's going on, man. Our people are waking up and you being exposed. And it's over. You know, so just live it up, lie, be a mo, do what you gotta do, cause like you're done, man. These little sorry attempts, every page in the Bible condemns Esau, man. Like the elder Murph Jeremiah always say, man. Esau is through, man. And there's nothing you can get around that, man. So, you know, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to all the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. You know, the water Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, and Shalom.